Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my top 10 Super Bowl 2020 commercials. So every year I kind of do this video where I count down my 10 favorite commercials from this year's Super Bowl. And there was a good amount of good ones this year. In fact, I actually had to cut out some ones that I didn't want to, that were pretty good. Sorry for the lighting, by the way, the sun is like right at that peak point where it's shining right in the window. Um, but yeah, so we have 10 commercials here, and there's really no real restrictions in this list. It's pretty much as long as it's a commercial that aired at the Super Bowl, it's fair game. It can be funny, it can be heartwarming, it can have a deep message. Does not matter as long as it aired at the Super Bowl. There can be multiple commercials per company or whatever. That doesn't matter as well, as long as it is a notably different commercial. So really, there's not much of any restrictions. Yeah. Super Bowl commercials, I think, appeal to so many people, not just because of the celebrity cameos that a lot of them have, but because they always seem bigger and more special than commercials you'll see every day. I mean, throughout the year, you'll see plenty of commercials that are really funny. You'll see plenty of commercials that are emotional, have good messages. You'll see those at any time of the year. But they always feel bigger and more special when they're Super Bowl commercials. And I don't fully know why. I don't know if there's like actually some reason to that, but they always seem like they're a bigger deal. Now, not every Super Bowl commercial is good, and not every year does the Super Bowl have a full set of amazing commercials. Last year's set wasn't as great as, like, say, 2, 3 years ago, or this year's. This year's was actually pretty damn good. But not every set of commercials are always going to be great. And I think that just goes for pretty much anything because it's just all subjective and everything, and not everything is always going to work. um, but yeah, these are my 10 favorites. And as always, this is ReDirect. The link down in the description below leads to the actual list, and this is just for copyright bullshit stuff. Because even though they're just commercials and they're already technically on YouTube, uploading them on this channel, even cut and even used for a top 10 like this, though it counts as fair use, yeah, companies don't seem to understand fair use law and would try to get it taken down anyways. I'd get strikes on the account or possibly have my account taken down. Don't want to risk that. So just like everything else on this channel, it is getting redirected. But I hope that you enjoy it no matter what. The list itself, the video on both BitChute and Google Photos, will be a clip show. Um, because I don't feel like there's really too much to explain on why I liked each commercial. It's basically just like, did I enjoy it? Whether I enjoyed it, again, for comedy, for the feels, for the overall message, I think you'll be able to tell which of those kind of ways I enjoyed it when you see the video. Like, most of the commercials are very straightforward in what kind of tone they're going for. So you'll be able to tell, like, oh, this commercial was funny. So clearly Connie enjoyed it because it made her laugh. It was funny. Or this commercial pulled on the heartstrings. So it made Connie cry, which is not hard to do. But it's like, yeah, it's like those will be like the kinds of reasons. It's as simple as that. There's no like big, deep reasons for most of them. Like if there's ones that have like big, important, deep messages to them, those ones might have a bigger reason. But even those, I think a lot of you will, if you've followed my content for any length of time, really, you'll be able to tell why I would choose that. It should be pretty obvious. Either way, any commercial that is not on this list, it doesn't mean the commercial was bad, doesn't even mean I disliked it, because as I said, there were a lot of commercials I had to cut off the list that I really wish I could have put on it. There are a lot of other great commercials that would have been fantastic. There was one especially that I had a hard time cutting out because it was basically like I had two of them set for number 10 and I had to decide which one I think thought was better, and I had a hard time deciding that for my number 10. Um because it's like I didn't know which one I thought was better, and it's like I had to choose one to get a top 10. But yeah, so either way, I hope you enjoy, and tell me down in the comments below what your favorite commercials from this year's Super Bowl were. And for the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.